So after we talked about the moment between Yeri and Nayeon, a lot of you guys commented, tweeted, and messaged me other really cool moments that people may have missed or just don't get brought up too much. And this was one that I thought was interesting along with some others, but we'll get to those, don't worry. Do you guys remember that whole thing about Jackson kind of protecting Irene? At least that's what it kind of looked like, right? And I love this clip for two reasons. One is obviously Jackson being a gentleman and able to recognize the situation and act in a very subtle way. But the second reason I love it is because you rarely see Irene being protected. You know what I mean? We're so used to seeing her protect and take care of others, and I mean, she doesn't look like someone who needs protecting. She can very much do that herself. So the situation was that Jackson, Irene, and Sunny were MCs for a certain concert and event. And there was a moment where Sunny was interacting with some fans and probably posing for photos when he playfully put his arm on Irene's shoulders. Now, I'm not in a position to tell you what he was or wasn't trying to do. I have no idea. But what we can see is Irene being startled for a second. And then she just tries to laugh it off. That's not even the end of it. While Sun-E was performing one of his songs, he came over to Irene and pointed at her. Seems innocent enough, right? Well, it turns out fans didn't like that because of the lyrics he was rapping while pointing at her. Who's right, who's wrong, I don't know. I mean, if you see someone is uncomfortable, maybe you shouldn't keep doing it if he did notice it. But both groups of fans blame each other. That's not what I want to focus on. I want to focus on the fact that after these things happened, maybe it made Jackson uncomfortable, maybe he just instinctively did this, maybe it was nothing. But from then, when Sunny would start approaching, Jackson would slyly get in between them. Really natural, almost like he was hyping up Sunny, but in doing so, tried to prevent any other uncomfortable moments between them. It's such a cool moment. Again, this could be reading into it a lot, but everyone seems very convinced that it was all intentional. Especially when you've seen Jackson around other girls as well. And guys too. It's very rare to see this look from Irene, right? Yeah, I thought I would share that again because when this was happening, that wasn't getting brought up as much. So thank you for commenting that moment. And you know what? I can't wait for the day Irene returns the favor and protects him instead.